call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sanders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance.
Kearney on the Jets. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground, it's Jordan. Wide open spaces. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKinnon. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how to...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Himself on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Always fun when you have two big brands like the Trojans and the Aggies square off. They did meet a year ago in the Vegas Bowl, and I'm not sure the result was the one that many of us had in the cards with SC coming out on top.
No, how about the Trojans last year? Start the year strong versus the LSU Tigers, SEC. Ending the year strong against A&M, the SEC school. And Jesse, the 4th quarter run really was impressive.
Yeah, Texas A&M defensively just had no answers late in that game. And so they've been hearing about that all off season. This is a matchup they've circled, they've had on their calendar. Defensively, Texas A&M, coached by Mike Elko, they're going to want to have a better showing here today.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got an open man. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. There's a live football. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
That's reeled in. It's Lemon. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this run.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They know that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the left. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie. That's the end of the first quarter. USA 14, Texas A&M 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release by the QB. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double cover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as...
It's a running room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The sure hands, it's Concepcion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll try to power it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going into halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Worley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Lemon. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Wormley. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get down a little faster.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
Offense working from the pistol. Hands it off. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a third and long. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Reed. He's got him. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Unloads quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in preset. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Quick release on the RPO. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they have...
Oh, a lot of space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds his tight end.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man, it's Reed. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Just keeps slinging it. With the catch, it's Wilson. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
You're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes is at the 33.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Sets up the screen. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period.
USC 14, Texas A&M 7.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Keeps the play going. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quick catch on 3rd down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. The Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Trying to keep the drive alive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. On the run, deep down the right side.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's got it. 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Right back to him on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Aggie!
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting the...
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Setting up the screen. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Slams ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Reed. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Last chance coming up. A shot toward the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick, or do they dare try to win it here?
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
He wants to throw it. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. And with that, they win the football game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit.